Hi everybody, it's Crystal. So I hope everybody is doing well today, staying safe. So do you guys want to look at some yarn? Of course we do. Of course we do. We all like to look at yarn here. That's what we're here for, right? To look at yarn, to learn about yarn, and learn about crochet. And if you like that type of thing, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's free to subscribe. Access to at the making of the video, which is 2/6/2024, over 1,200 crochet tutorials, all free for you to enjoy. But today's video, we're going to be talking about yarn. I'm actually a little excited about this one. At first, I was I was excited about some of it, but I got a yarn. Actually, I got several yarns. I'll just stop it right there. All right, this is from the Blue Heron Yarn Company. Now, if you're not familiar with the Blue Heron yarns, I will tell you a little bit about them. Now, they are famously known for their #1 seller is their metallic rayon blend yarn. I have shawls made out of it on my channel. It is so pretty, and if I had a hank, I would show you, but I don't have any right now. I have some that I ordered, but it's not here right now. It's such a beautiful yarn, and that is their #1 seller. But that's not all they sell, okay? So, you can find like the one I'm talking about, like the rayon metallic and stuff, at small yarn shops such as Michigan Fine Yarns and stuff like that. They'll sell it for them. But Blue Heron actually has a website of their own. It's called blueheronyarns.com. Now it says that Blue Heron was founded in 1995 as a collaboration between, it's a mother and son business. So they dye the yarn, mother and son. It says, our mission is to provide the finest quality knitting, crochet, and weaving yarns in the most amazing colorways. Each batch of yarn is hand painted in an art studio setting. We hope you will become a fan of our product. Almost all of our yarns are made in the United States. We purchase no yarns from China. All right, so that's what it says. So you go to their website. You know, they don't have tons of yarn. They don't have tons of yarn, but the yarns that they have are pretty. I can tell you that. All right, so we'll look and tell you about what I got here. So, like I said, their most famous yarn that they sell is their rayon metallic yarn. It's a big hank yarn. It's super sparkly, super drapey, super pretty. All right, it is. It's a nice yarn. But like I said, I don't have any of that. But they sell other yarns too, and I got some of them. They also have this section called the deals of the day. That's usually what I try to hit up first, because you'll get there. They'll put yarns that might not weigh what they're supposed to weigh, or you know, maybe it didn't turn out the color it's supposed to turn out, or maybe we'll have like a broken thread in the hank or something, stuff like that, and they'll give it, you get a discount. But they don't always have stuff I want there, so I have to go to their main page. So let's just start off, and I'll show you what I got. It's the best way to work it, best way to do it, right? Okay. So, first off, I want to show you. Let's see. I think there's only one of these yarns I've had before. There's not a lot here because the yarn isn't super, I mean, it's mediocre expensive, I guess. I don't know what you'd call it. I mean, it is hand dyed yarns and stuff, but I don't know. Anyways, so this was a yarn I found in their deal of the day section. All right. And it's called Bulky Raw Silk. It's 614 yards, or it's a 10-ounce hank of yarn. Now, I know what raw silk feels like. I felt it many, many times. And this is definitely not a bulky yarn either. I don't know. It's probably like a DK weight. There you go. A light DK, but whatever you think that is. So anyways, this is not like a it doesn't feel like a raw silk that I've felt before. So I'm gonna tell you what I paid for some of them. Some of them, you know, I mean, like I said, it is a hand-dyed yarn company. All right. So, but this was $35 for raw silk, 614 ounces, or 614 yards, 10 ounces. Now, I don't think that's a bad price for what it is, but for it being raw silk, it's a bit rougher than other raw silks that I felt. Now, I know a lot of people, when you think of silk, you think of like silky, like satin, silky, bamboo-y, silky. Raw silk doesn't feel like that. And like if you felt raw silk, generally I think raw silk has a microfiber-y feel to it to me. Now this one has a little bit of that, but it's not it just isn't the greatest raw silk I've ever felt. Is it usable? Of course. I think that, well, yeah, of course it is. I think it would make a beautiful like shawl or something like that. You see 614 yards of a DK. You know, that would make like a medium probably size shawl, depending on stitches. But yeah, I think it's dyed pretty and stuff like that. But I wanted to try it just to see what the raw silk felt like. And so I did get another one in another color they had. These were in the, I think the deal of the day bin when I bought them. This is another raw silk. And this one's called Mossy Place. Same thing, 10 ounces, 614 yards. Now this one doesn't feel quite as rough as this one, although they don't feel extremely rough, but they just don't feel like, I felt softer raw silk, you know what I mean? But it's not bad. So this was the same price. So that's a very busy yarn. Look at it. It's matching me, kind of, isn't it? A little bit. So would I buy this one again, this raw silk again from Blue Heron? I probably wouldn't myself, but then again, I don't really buy much raw silk anyways because of the way that it feels. Isn't, you know, really, you know, I don't usually buy like a 100% raw silk, but I wanted to test theirs out. Plus I want to support a small mother and son business, of course, you know. And yeah, I mean, I'm not unhappy with them. I think I definitely won't use this one, although it's gorgeous. It's just, I'm not into busy yarns like that, if you know anything about me. This one, I don't know if it'll become a shawl or I'll give it to someone. I don't know. It's only time will tell on that. All right, let's move on. And then I got this yarn. I never had this yarn before, okay? And to tell you the truth, I did not think I was going to like it. Well, I didn't know until it came. And then when it came and I looked at it and I'm like, ooh, no. That was until I used it. When I used it, my mind changed. All right, I'm going to show you what it is. All right, so this is Blue Heron Beaded Wool. There's 256 yards here. Now, that is a gorgeous color. You know, that's like Bagoday. That's like a curry color. What's it called? Spice. Now, Bagoday does not like the bumpies when it comes to yarn. I hate the bumpies. I don't like them. And when I saw, you know, I knew that it had a bit of bumpies in it, you know, because it's called a beaded wool. I knew that, you know. I seen it in the picture, you know, but I thought, you know what, it could be something other than what I think. I'll try it. It got here and I'm like, ooh, it's the bumpies. That's the first thing I said. And then I started looking at it. You know, it's let me look at the fiber content real quick on this. All right, just 1 second. All right, it says it is a 4-ounce hank of beaded merino wool, 250 yards. You can knit or crochet a scarf with 1 hank. It can be felted. So yeah. Says they recommend using a number 5 or 6 needle. So I would guess that it would go for the same for the hook size. I don't know. Enough yarn in 1 hank, it says, to make a nice size scarf. Now I'm guessing that would probably be knit because 250 yards of this and crochet is not going to make a nice size scarf. It's going to make, you know, not a huge scarf, you know, but it's going to make a scarf. I guess if you make it thinner, I guess it depends on your stitches. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So I saw it and I seen that it looked a little, you know, bumpy. And then it got here and I'm like, man, that's a gorgeous color. That's a gorgeous color. But it's bumpies. It's bumpies and I don't like the bumpies. Let's look at it here. So I would consider that kind of like in between a 3 and a 4. So a lighter 4-way yarn. And as you can see, it's called the beaded wool because it's bumpy. And then I decided I would try to crochet something with it. It's got a nice little stretch on it too. And you know, it's kind of spiraled looking, actually. The feel of it is, it's fine. But you know, it doesn't feel like straight up hand-dyed, super soft merino. It's an average merino. There's nothing wrong with it. So I decided I would crochet something with it and see how it crochet. You know, I didn't have much hopes of it being like anything I would like because I don't like bumpy yarns. Although I thought that the colors were pretty in the ones that I got, and it's tonal, if you can see that. This one is. And these were $25 a hank, and that's because it's hand dyed from a small business. And you know, it's like a yarn I've never really seen a yarn like this before. Well, I made this hat out of one. And you know what? I made the hat out of this one right here. So I took a hank and I caked it up. And I thought, well, I'm going to give it a go. And I made this hat. And I love it. And I thought it crocheted pretty dang cool. To tell you the truth, I was pleasantly surprised with this yarn. Like I said, I knew this one's called Color is Cinnamon. I knew that it wasn't going, you know, like I said, I seen it. I knew it was going to be bumpy, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a try, buy a few hanks, support this business, and you know what, maybe it'll surprise me. And then when it got here, I looked at it, I'm like, it's not really that cool. I mean, it's beautiful, it feels fine, but I don't like the bumpy yarn. And then the other day, I'm like, well, I'm going to crochet with it. So I did. I made this hat. And I really, really like this beaded wool yarn a lot. So this is what I have left. So this was 250 yard hank. I made this hat here with it. I think it turned out nice. It's warm. It feels fine, you know. It's a nice hand-dyed yarn. It's super cool. It wasn't hard to crochet with considering it's got those bumpies in it. And this is what I have left. So probably took about 180 yards, 100 or so, 200 yards to make this hat of this type of yarn. I liked it so much that last night I caked up another one to make myself another hat. This one is metallic. It's the same. It costs the same, but it has sparkle in it. Now I caked this up myself. You see that glitter in that? Tell me that's not going to pick it. I was so excited that using that beaded yarn that I thought I would never use in a million years. So excited that I made this hat. So excited that I think myself that it looks amazing. It's super, super cool. It's such a unique yarn that I went and caked up the metallic one that I got. It's green. This one's called Deep Moon Ombre Beaded Wool Metallic. So it's the same thing, same yardage, same price, $25, but it's got stellina running through it. So I'm going to make a hat out of this one, maybe tonight. No, I do not have a tutorial for this hat. I made it just trying out that wool, so I'm sorry about that. And then I got this one here, which I thought, it doesn't have any metallic in it, but it's called Walnut. Now tell me that's not going to make a pretty hat as well. Yes? That's what I like to do with hanks of yarn, is to make hats. I mean, if they're hand dyed and stuff like that, I like to make hats because I like to wear hats. And that's usually what I can do with a hank of yarn, you know, when they're around 200. This one's 250, so that will be a hat. That will be a hat. This yarn is super, I don't know, it's just super cool. I mean, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't feel bad. It is warm on my head. And the bumpies, it was kind of cool to crochet with them. It was like a unique experience. I love this sparkly one. I'm going to make a hat with this when I'm done with this video. I don't know what design I'll use. Actually, I think I do. I was thinking about it last night when I was caking it up, what design I was going to use. But it's going to be pretty. All right. So that was the yarn that was an unexpected surprise. I like it a lot, and I would definitely buy it again in an instant. All right. Next up, now I had this yarn before, but I did not. I gave it away, and I didn't use it, so I can't tell you, like, you know, what it's like to use it. All right. That's pretty, isn't it? So I got this from the deal of the day bin. I'm gonna tell you why I got it. So this is called their wool metallic, 500 yards. All right. So this is an 8-ounce hank, 500 yards of a sparkly purple. The color is called Deep Orchid. That's pretty yarn. Now, and I would call that whatever you guys want to call it. Let me get it one that's not so tight. There we go. 3. I think I'd call that a 3. Yeah. Okay. But isn't that pretty? Isn't that beautiful? So this stuff now is, remember, it's hand dyed. It's from a small business. There's a lot of yards in there. There's 500 yards. It says it's a high twist merino yarn with a real metallic thread running through it. It's long wearing and good for outerwear. A good wrap yarn. And it says I use it all the time to make vests. That's what they put. Okay. Now, this stuff is normally $58 a hank. Now, before you say anything though, remember this is hand dyed. It's got all the metallic in it. It is from a small yarn business. But I didn't pay $58 for it. Because in the deal of the day bin, it had a broken thread, which means that the yarn is snapped somewhere, probably right there. So what I will do is find the other one, which is right here. I can fix it right now. I'm just going to tie a little knot in that broken thread right now. Not a big deal. It's like I'm tying on a new, a new ball of yarn. Here it is. Tied a little knot in. There it is. I tied a little knot in it. Now, when I wind it, the broken thread will just wind up right in the cake. And then when I crochet with it, the little tiny knot will just crochet right into my work. And by buying it with that broken thread, I saved $20. It was $38 for this hank because it had that broken thread. What a deal, huh? And remember though, you're buying from a small business. So this feels, it feels fine. It feels, you know, like I said, it's not the softest merino ever, but it's nice enough that I think it would make a beautiful shawl as well. I do have 500 yards though, so that it would have to be like a shawlette. I only got one hink of it, but I think that's beautiful. And I also got this one, which was the same. It had a broken thread. Well, by gosh, I'll take $20 off if all I got to do is I already found the thread and fixed it right there. I'll take 20 bucks off to tie a knot in it so I can hang it up. This one's called Bright Bluegrass Wool Metallic with a broken thread. Well, I already fixed that, so I can hang this up whenever I'm ready to use it. Hopefully it doesn't have more broken threads. I don't know if it does or not, but it is tonal, if you can see that. This one feels pretty good. And they both feel pretty the same, you know. But remember, it is, when it comes to merino, it's not the softest merino ever, but it's definitely not a bad merino. That is so pretty. Aren't those beautiful? Yes, they're beautiful. They are beautiful. And then I got this one. It's the same, but I got it even cheaper because it came already caked up. I don't even remember what I paid for this. And it had a little less yardage. I can't remember what it had. 300 and some or something, but I didn't pay very much for it. But anyways, I lost the tag anyways, and it came caked up, so you know what, I don't even have to, maybe it was $20 or something, I can't remember. But yes, it's the same. It's got metallic running through it, and it's got different colors. It's like a green, tonal green. So yes, those are very beautiful from Blue Heron. I love the purple, I love the blue, very shiny, very pretty, and the green that came pre-caked. Can't beat that, can you? Although I do not like to cake until I make, but heck, if it's going to save me $30 or whatever, I'll buy it caked. I'll buy it caked. Now remember though, all this is hand dyed, right, from a small company. I just have a couple more left here to show you. So, and then they had this. I've never had this before. And it looked pretty. You know, I like to get pretty yarns and look at them. All right, and then I got one, like I said, I never had called. It's called Cotton Rayon Metallic. Cotton Rayon Metallic. It's an 8-ounce hank. This I didn't get from the deal of the day. I just paid what it was, $36 a hank. 425 yards, 8 ounces of cotton rayon and metallic. This one actually says 478 yards, so, and that is 9 ounces. Whatever. Anyway, so this is what this looks like. So you can see the metallic in it. It's very pretty, a little busy. Let's look at the weight on it. Why don't we? There you go. They all seem to be weighing about the same, about a 3 weight, I think. Feels fine. Feels kind of like a cotton, you know. That one's called a razzleberry. It's really pretty. It's really a lot more sparkly than when it's showing up. And then I got this one, which was, I thought, to die for. Look at that one. Oh, solid blue. And you guys know my saying, out of all the blues in the entire world, navy is my favorite. And now look at the sparkles are in it are the iridescent rainbowy looking ones. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. But cotton rayon. So how's it feeling? It's feeling, I don't know. And this one, yeah, this one only has 425 yards. This one was bigger. Both $35 or $36, sorry. Okay. I think, again, as far as the way it feels, It feels like an okay cotton to me. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it would make a pretty shawl. It being a 3-weight, and if you use a nice open stitch, I think it would make a nice pretty capelet, or you know, something like that. I don't know what I'll do with that. I know that it's stunning, and I have to keep it. That one, that is absolutely beautiful. The color of it is called indigo. So those two are the same, and that blue is outstandingly stunning and sparkly. And this is razzleberry. It's very pretty too. But as you can see, it's tweedy. Like, it's got different colors of yarn running through it. Mostly purple, of course, the main color. But and this one is just straight up like navy. I guess I call it indigo. Whatever. Dark blue. I love that. That I like a lot. I like all of it. And I got one more to show you. This one I never had before, and it was, I think, the most expensive hank that I got. Definitely the softest out of all of them. This is Bamboo Organic Cotton Blend. 495 yards, 8-ounce hank. Alright. It's pretty. The color is called Bluegrass. And now that's probably the thicker of the bunch too. Maybe. Maybe it's about the same. I don't know. That is a soft cotton bamboo blend. That feels nice. I did get 2 of these. So I have 1,000 yards. That would make a beautiful drapey shawl. Isn't that pretty? That one's soft. You know, I could get a top out of that too to fit me. Yeah, I could. Oh, that's nice. That's the softest of all the yarn that I got. So like I said, I did get 2 of those. That is beautiful. Remember, that is the Bamboo Organic Cotton. Nice. Anyways, okay. That's all I got. Actually, that's all I got. What can I say about Blue Heron? Well, I've used their metallic rayon. That is my favorite yarn that they sell. It's absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous. And when I get a hank of it, I'll show you. The rest of this stuff is very nice. Well, this one, the Bamboo Organic Cotton, very soft. Very nice. I like it a lot. And I love the metallic wool. I guess I had it before, but I never used it. It's very sparkly, very pretty. A little bit woolly, you know, but not nothing I couldn't, you know, handle. But I do love wool. You have to remember that. I'll use some pretty rough wool. And then, oh gosh, the metallic cotton rayon. I love this blue one. It's to die for. I'm definitely keeping that. I don't know if I'll keep this or not. I'm not certain. It's very beautiful. It's just, you know, I think, you know, it's super beautiful. But I'm more of a solid yarn type of person. And blingy. I like it. That is so pretty. I love it. I don't know what I'll make with it. I don't know. But not like I said, though, the cotton is just an average kind of feeling cotton. You know. Just okay. Okay feeling cotton. It's got the rayon mixed with it. And then the raw silk, like I said, it definitely, not that I don't like it, but it's probably one out of all these I would buy again. This is the one I would not buy again, because it's rough. It's just so a little rougher than raw silk, the raw silks that I felt before. And I generally just don't buy raw silk anyways. I just wanted to try these out, you know, and they were in the bargain bin anyways, and I wanted to support the small mother-son company. And these right here surprised me the most. And I love them, and I would definitely buy this stuff again. The beaded wool, or the beaded wool with the metallic. Definitely gonna get that again. And these were $25 a ball. So I know. Remember though, it is hand dyed, and I don't think that's a bad price because I super love my hat. I love it a lot. I enjoyed crocheting with it. I thought it was going to be the worst yarn to crochet with because I hate the bumpies. but it wasn't. It was actually quite pleasant, and I enjoyed making my hat. Like I said, I don't have a tutorial for it. I just kind of wanted to try the yarn out, made a hat, and so I liked it so much I kicked up this metallic one to make another hat. Super stoked about that. So yeah, I like it. I had a good time, good experience. I remember it is small local, or no, it's not local. I think they're in what, New Jersey maybe. I don't remember where they're from. Somewhere up above me. But small business. It looks like they used to have a brick and mortar, but it shut down. So now they just do online sales, and you can find some of their yarns at like other small businesses, such as like, you know, like I said, Michigan Fine Yarns. They sell it and stuff like that. But like yarns like the beaded metallic or the beaded wool, the chewed up bottle cap, and like the raw silk and stuff like that, I think that's only available on their website unless you go and buy it off somebody that's reselling it on Etsy or something. But I haven't found it at any other website other than their own. They have other yarns as well. They have like chenille type yarns. Like I said, they don't have like tons of yarns, but they have a chenille one, which I want to try. I think that would make my dog an excellent vest. They have that really nice soft bamboo organic cotton in a thinner weight for those of you who like even thinner weights. All right, I'm gonna go. I can't pick a favorite. I can. Man, it has to be. These ones that I thought were gonna be the worst. This green one's so pretty with the sparkles. And then, oh gosh, the blue. The blue. Yeah, the blue. And this is really soft and really nice. The bamboo organic cotton. I recommend that in a heartbeat. Definitely would buy that again as well. All right, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to get to making another hat. Yeah, it's going to be pretty. I don't know why I enjoyed working with the bumpies for some reason. I guess it's the wavies. It's not the bumpies, it's the wavies. All right? I don't like, oh no, the spirals. It's the spirals. I don't like the bumpies, but hey, I enjoyed working with these spirals. I'm justifying the bumpies by saying this is the spirals, not the bumpies. All right. See you guys later. All right.